That's not the kind of thing you really do for most people, is fly all the way across the world for like a day and then fly all the way back. But
So you literally stayed a day?
Probably about 4 days all told.
I don't think it was that long.
Yeah. My question is like, when was one moment when you felt loved?
I have a lot of stories I could probably do, but the first one I thought of was I was about 9 or 10 years old, and we were staying with my grandparents for Easter. And my grandparents had a house that was on a river, and it had some trees, like wooded area. And I'd gone to play in the trees. There was like a rope swing, and I was swinging. And as I was swinging, I like smacked my head on a tree really hard.
Oh.
But I'd gone out by myself. And I didn't think anybody knew like exactly where I was playing. Like they knew I was outside, but not where I was. And I remember I was like crying, of course, but I was thinking as I sat there, I distinctly remember being like, nobody's gonna come get you. Like my mom is inside. Like eventually I'm gonna have to get up and pick myself up and go. And it was very like, yeah, you're just kind of sitting there like, man, and nobody knows I'm here. And then all of a sudden my grandpa just came out of nowhere. Like I didn't even know he was outside. Finds me, and he was in the army. He actually was in Korea for a little bit. And he was not the very like touchy-feely type. He just like picked me up, carried me inside, and just kind of dropped me off with my mom. And it was just, I don't know, like the idea of just being found when you didn't think you were going to be found is really part of love. And so it sticks with me.
How was your relationship with your grandfather?
It was good. I just didn't see him a lot, and he wasn't the kind of person that just talked to you forever. But I think, like, obviously he did love me, and I did love him. It was just hard because he lived a while away, so I didn't get to see him so much.
Yeah.
But it's funny that like that's such a core memory of like, yeah, you're not actually alone even when you think you're alone. So I always think about that.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, thank you for sharing. And how about you? When was one moment when you felt loved?
For me, I think when I graduated from university, it was really hard for me. I struggled a lot with just classes and managing my time and all of that stuff. And we've known each other for a long time, for all of my university time.
Wow.
We met my second semester and then knew each other through all the rest of that. And so she kind of saw me through all of my struggling with school and studying and stuff. And
Is the story about her?
yes.
Sorry, is the story about her?
Yes, it is. And so it was just really cool to like have her with me through all of that. And then my last year of university, she was when she moved to Thailand. And so I was kind of by myself through that last little bit for me of that time. And I was kind of sad that she wouldn't be able to be there when I graduated. But she...
I just asked. I said, is it possible? This was pre-COVID. This is 2019. And I just asked, like, months ahead of time. I'm like, my friend is graduating college. Is it possible for me to just take a couple of days and go? I still don't know how I managed the trip. I really don't. Like, I barely remember having jet lag. It was the smoothest, just everything. It feels like a fever dream now, but I know that I did it. I can't believe I did it.
I mean, I didn't... That's not the kind of thing you really do for most people, is fly all the way across the world for like a day and then fly all the way back. But
So you literally stayed a day?
Probably about 4 days all told.
I don't think it was that
Yeah.
long. It was short.
3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, even 3 to 4 days, like it's really short.
Yeah, no,
in the middle of a school year, because she's a teacher, and it was just, I don't know, I think it's the kindest thing that anyone's ever done for me, and it was just it meant a lot that she'd seen me through all of this really hard stuff and was willing to see it all the way to the end. So
Did you know that it meant a lot for her?
I did. I don't know if I knew at the time how much. And there was a little bit of me at the time that was like, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? I mean, I had my return ticket already. I like booked that, and then I was going to fly back for the summer holidays. But yeah, it was a crazy time. It was definitely a pre-COVID thing. I think now ticket prices are so high, but it was really crazy, and I knew she had struggled a lot. It was hard, so I was glad to be able to be there and feel that sense of just, it's over, it's done, we finised.
How did you feel afterwards, after she came?
I cried a lot.
That was a long weekend.
But that's, I think, a moment when I knew that, like, I don't know, we were like genuinely friends, and we've still been friends for a long time since then. We work at the same school now. We're traveling together now, and I think it was a good defining moment in our friendship.
Definitely.
Wow. What do you think love is? What is love for you?
That's a
It's a tough question. Sorry.
I mean, off the top of my head, I think just choosing to put to love someone else means like to choose to put their needs and wants above yourself. Not like you totally abandon like everything that is important to you or that you need to be taken care of, but I think going out of your way to help someone feel connected and not feel lonely and feel like they can rely on someone to be there when they need it.
I think that's an amen from heaven.